Have you ever met someone or even just seen someone who is completely unforgettable? There are these iconic figures out there who just have this magnetic mindset. And, by really looking at what makes them so captivating, we can actually learn how to bring some of that into our own lives. I've been thinking about this a lot lately, so let's break down what that really looks like.
So, what is it? What's the secret sauce? It's not just about being talented or good-looking. It's this powerful mix of intelligence, passion, and this is the big one, a really deep-seated belief in yourself that just pulls people in. We're going to explore this by breaking down 3 key lessons inspired by one of modern fiction's most magnetic minds, a true prodigy who went up against a world that was designed to make her fail, and she won.
All right, first up, this lesson kind of goes against a lot of the advice we usually get. It's all about owning your intelligence. I mean, how many times have we been told to be careful not to seem too smart, to not step on anyone's toes? But what if that's all wrong? What if your brain is actually your greatest, most magnetic asset?
Now check this out, because the contrast here is everything. The traditional play is all about just getting by socially, hiding how smart you are to make other people feel comfortable. It's that old rule, never outshine the master. But the strategy our icon uses, it just flips that completely on its head. It says, hey, if you can't outshine the master, then you become the master. You use your intellect with zero apologies as the very weapon for your success.
And this is really the heart of it. Success doesn't have to mean playing small or hiding your best cards. You can do incredible things by being fully, completely proud of your ambition and your smarts. And yeah, you might tick some people off along the way, but honestly, that just makes every single victory feel that much sweeter. So let's build on that with lesson number 2. This one's about taking a word that usually sounds pretty negative, obsession, and flipping the script on it. We're always told obsession is bad, that we need work-life balance. But what if a healthy dose of obsession is exactly what greatness requires?
We've all heard of the 10,000-hour rule, right? The idea that it takes that much time to get truly great at something. Well, let me ask you, how do you think anyone actually does that? You don't just accidentally put in 10,000 hours of practice. No way. The only way to get there is to be truly, deeply, and yes, passionately obsessed with your craft.
This really means that if there's something you love, something that just sets your soul on fire, you have to let yourself get lost in it. Real mastery takes a kind of devotion that literally leaves no room for you to worry about what anyone else thinks. That kind of tunnel vision is exactly what separates the good from the legendary.
But here's the thing. Obsession isn't just about getting good at something. It's also the source of so much of what makes life worth living. It's the passion that adds color and meaning to your world. For the character who inspired this, her obsession with chess was way more than just a game. It was her anchor. It gave her purpose when everything else in her life was just chaos. It gave her meaning.
And that brings us to our final, and maybe the most important lesson of all, the art of actually trusting yourself. Once you've honed your intellect and leaned into your passions, the very last piece of the puzzle is realizing that the power you've been looking for, well, it's not out there somewhere. It's been inside you this whole time.
Think about it. So often, we attach our sense of worth to things on the outside. We think we're valuable because we've got a fancy job title.
Or maybe it's because of who we're dating, pinning our entire value on another person.
We even do it with our achievements, right? We think that the trophies and the wins are what make us who we are. And that's why when we lose those things, it feels like we've lost a piece of our very soul.
But here is the profound truth. All those things, they're just part of your story. They're not the whole story. When you strip away all the external stuff, the job, the relationship, the awards, what's left is the unshakable core. Your value is simply you. It's intrinsic. It has always been there, and it's not going anywhere.
So, let's wrap this all up. The big takeaway from this unforgettable mindset is that these things, owning your intelligence, fueling your obsession, and finally, trusting yourself, they aren't separate steps on a ladder. They're all connected. They feed each other. You don't need a specific job or a certain person to finally be powerful. It really has been you all along. This is the ultimate click moment. The instant our iconic chess prodigy finally trusts herself, completely on her own, is the moment she becomes truly unstoppable. In a world that constantly told her she wasn't good enough, she proves to herself that all of it, the talent, the genius, the wins, it all came from within. The strength was always hers. So that really just leaves us with one question. Your intelligence, your passions, your completely unique way of seeing the world, all of that is incredibly powerful. But it's useless if you don't trust the person holding all the cards. So I'll ask you, what part of yourself, the one you've been doubting for way too long, will you finally give permission to trust?